All right, welcome back to the hardest step. Today we're going to be going over writing a book. So that's been something that I've wanted to do. I think a lot of people want to do. And again, here at the hardest step, we try to do this in 1 hour or less. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get this done in 1 hour, but the whole point being to inspire and motivate. You've been thinking about writing a book for decades, probably for years, for months, whatever it is. And the reality is that your first book that you write is probably going to be not very good. But it'll teach you so much, and the act of writing will give you momentum to write that second book, third book, fourth book. And that's when, really something's going to hit, something's going to do well. How many books did Rachel Hollis write before she wrote Girl, Wash Your Face?
Like 8.
8 books or something like that, okay? So the whole point... What's that? Or 6? And that's probably true with most authors. If you want to write a book, just write it. Just go do it right now. I'm going to do it right now in 1 hour. Again, you've been thinking about this, strategizing it for years, for decades, whatever it is. Just go write it. Go write the book. You can always rewrite it later, but writing the book is what's going to make you better. That's what's going to give you momentum. That's what's going to get you going. So I'm here to hopefully inspire you, motivate you, show you that it can be done in just 1 hour. Goal is to get a book written and published in 1 hour, which is absurd, but we're going to do it with the help of ChatGPT, just to show you that it can be done. And so I think this is going to be probably a 2-step process in my mind, I'm guessing. There's going to be the actual writing of the book and then figuring out how to publish it. The goal here also with this is we're going from zero, knowledge here. Like, no knowledge in how to do this. I have never written a book before. I've only ever thought of it. I've never researched it. I've never looked into how to do it. But we're going to use ChatGPT to take us one step at a time and get this thing pumped out in 1 hour. So let's go over to ChatGPT. I'm going to start my screen recording here so we can see exactly what's going on my computer. Okay, so we're in ChatGPT, and as with everything, this is really going to help us to go from, just not knowing anything to being able to do it. So I like to just dictate here. So I'm going to press the microphone button on my keyboard, and I like to just talk to it as if I'm talking to a human, as if this is just my assistant. You got to imagine as if it's another human, and you can just tell it whatever you need to do. So I want to write a book and publish it in 1 hour. So I have no idea how to do this. I don't know how to write a book. I don't know how to publish a book, but I want to get this done in 1 hour. So you're going to help me do this step by step, figure out what to do, and I want you to give me one step at a time. Okay, I get really overwhelmed if I get a whole list of steps and things to do. So please just give me one step, the first step to writing and publishing our book. And please keep in mind, I'd like to get this done in 1 hour. So we want to keep, everything really concise, and just make sure we get this done. And also I'd like to, do this with completely free software and tools if we need any. So if we do need anything, please look for free tools to use when it comes to publishing or writing the book. So what is the first step? Oh, cut out there. What is the first step? Okay, so this is ChatGPT. It's completely free. I'm using the free version here, and it is a completely free tool to use. You just go to ChatGPT, Google that, and again, if you're not familiar with this, most incredible tool ever. Let's dive in and see what it says. The first step to writing and publishing your book in 1 hour using free tools is to outline your book. Here's what you should do. Outline your book. Take a few minutes to jot down the main points or ideas you want to cover in your book. This will serve as a roadmap for your writing process to help you stay focused. You can use any text editor or even pen and paper for this step. Remember to keep it simple and concise. Okay, so let's outline our book. So right now I need to think a little bit about, what kind of book I want to write. I think for today's purposes, it would be best to write like a children's book because that's really short, it's concise, something that I can get done right now. And maybe you do this too, you know, start with, maybe you have this big grand idea for this book, and that's great. Start writing it as a children's book. I'm literally just making things up as I talk right now. But as I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, it started as a children's book. If you can get your whole, you know, concept concise and nailed down in a children's book, then make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time you get to writing the actual full book that you want, maybe you have written like, you know, 4 or 5 books by then in you know, varying lengths, and that'll get you much more prepared. So let's do a children's book. Let's jot down main points or ideas that we want to cover. So I'm just going to think through this out loud, but I'm going to think with ChatGPT just dictating here. Okay, so I think we'll start with a children's book. So this will be a really, really short book. You know, something that a kindergartner could read, and help me think of some ideas for this. I'll just tell you some of the things that I'm interested in, and you can help me think of some ideas for writing this book. You know what? Actually, something that just came to mind is I'm doing this YouTube channel where I'm trying to inspire people to take the hardest step, which is the first step. Just take that first step into doing whatever it is you want to do, whether that's start a business, start a YouTube channel, start a podcast, write a book. And I'm trying to inspire people to go ahead and do that first step. And the way I'm doing that is showing them that that first step can be taken and accomplished in an hour or less. And so my content is centered around that. It's centered around, times out every now and then, so you just gotta, centered around showing people that first step can be taken in an hour or less. So it's really not the hardest step, it's just the scariest step. But if you can get over that, that'll give you momentum to keep going and start perfecting your craft. But most people just never take that first step, and so they never go anywhere, right? Maybe they think of starting a business and they've been thinking about it for 10 years. Or they want to start a podcast and they've been thinking about that for 10 years and just never actually get started because they never take that first step. Whereas you have other people that take the first step and that gives them momentum, and then they keep going and they take the next step and they start to refine and perfect their craft. And, you know, instead of 10 years of thinking about it, they have 10 years of doing it. And at the end of that 10 years, they're actually very, very good, well-known, and successful in their craft. So that is what I would like this book to be out. I want to write a children's book about this. Timed out. And you can give it a lot of text, and it's going to understand everything here. This concept. Basically, I'm trying to combat paralysis by analysis, and trying to help people just, you know, not get paralyzed from overanalyzing, but to actually just take that step. So let's write a children's book about this. It could be a story about, you know, a kid that maybe experiences paralysis by analysis at first, as he's trying to do something, he or she, and then he learns this principle of just getting started, and so he gets started, and that leads to taking the next step and the next step, and he goes on to perfect his craft and, you know, become successful. So anyways, that's kind of the idea. I really want you to flush this out. With everything I just gave you, you know, let's brainstorm together and give me some ideas of what this outline could look like. What this outline could look like. All right, so that was a ton. Just gave it a bunch of stuff, and it's coming back right away with a really, let's see. That sounds like a wonderful concept for a children's book. Here's an outline based on it. Okay, introduce the main character. Let's call them Alex. Sounds good to me. Who has big dreams but feels stuck. Alex's dream. Describe Alex's aspirations, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, writing a story, or something else creative. Paralysis by analysis. Show Alex getting overwhelmed. Maybe they worry about not being good enough or making mistakes. Meeting a mentor. Introduce a wise mentor character. Maybe an older sibling, a parent, who teaches Alex the importance of taking the first step. Okay, the hardest step. The mentor explains that the first step is often the scariest but crucial for progress. They share personal stories of overcoming fear and doubt just by getting started. Alex takes action. Show Alex mustering up the courage to take the first step toward their dream. This could be simple as picking up a pen. Okay, small victories. Describe how taking the first step leads to small victories and feeling of accomplishment for Alex. Building momentum. Illustrate how each small step builds momentum for Alex. Success and growth. Show Alex continuing to improve. Conclusion. Conclude with Alex trying to take the first step. It's a hard step, but it opened doors to endless possibilities. Encourage readers to follow Alex's example and take their first step towards their dreams. Okay, awesome. I love it. Really cool. It's kind of boring though. Let's make it a little more not boring. So just coming to mind right now is I always read Calvin and Hobbes growing up. Love that book. So maybe let's introduce like some of those elements of imagination and creativity into this, and come up with a little bit better outline here. So this is a great starting point for an outline, but I feel like it's a little bit boring. So let's spice it up a little bit. I grew up reading Calvin and Hobbes, and I really like how much Calvin uses his imagination, and that would bring him into really cool adventures as Spaceman Spiff, or some of the other characters that he embodied, and just the fact that he had like Hobbes, his stuffed bear was really cool that came to life. So let's add some elements of imagination, creativity, and adventure into this. Let's come up with a new outline based on the same principles as the previous outline, but add some of those elements of imagination into it. All right, let's see what we get now. Okay, meet Alex, a creative, imaginative kid with big dreams. Introduce Alex's imaginary friend, who could be anything from talking animal to a magical creature. Alex's dream world. Take readers into his vivid imagination where they see fantastical worlds and creatures inspired by Alex's dreams and aspirations. The Great Quest. He embarks on a great adventure, facing challenges, encountering doubtful dragons, such as fear. Meeting the mentor magician, who helps him overcome doubts and fear, power of imagination. Taking flight with newfound confidence. Conquering challenges. Okay, celebrating small victories, building momentum, the final showdown. Alex confronts the biggest fears and doubts in a final showdown. Okay, returns from their imaginative journey, armed with newfound confidence. Conclusion. Alex realizes that imagination is a powerful ally in overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Okay, so I kind of took the imagination and it kind of ignored the previous things of the principle of paralysis by analysis. Okay, so that's good, but you need to the plot needs to be this paralysis by analysis. So rewrite the script and with the imagination, but let's do this. Let's have the imagination part be his adventure and his quest is going to be, his imagination. But then the story needs to be about paralysis by analysis. So his adventure should be imaginative and creative, but the lessons learned needs to be paralysis by analysis. So figure out how to weave those two together. How to weave those two together. All right, let's see what we get with that. Okay. We have introduction, dream voyage, castle of doubt. This is good. Meeting the mentor magician, puzzle of paralysis, unleashing creativity, overcoming obstacles, power of action. Here we go. Learns that taking action, even imperfect action, is key. Okay. victory and celebration, return to reality, take the first step, conclusion. Okay. Awesome, that's great, and let's just condense it down now. I want this to be a really short book, again, something a kindergartner could read. So, the whole thing should be probably no more than somewhere between like 5 to 10 pages long total, and each page really short. So it needs to be a very, very short story, a children's book that a kindergartner could read on their own. So it'll be, very few words really, but we need to still be able to teach the lesson. So condense this down to a more concise outline. Okay, I definitely want to keep it short here for the purposes of, the demonstration that we're doing. And just to write the first book, like, let's make it short, let's make it quick, There's still 12 steps here. They just made the thing shorter, so. Okay, less steps. You have 12 right now. I think we should have maybe, somewhere between 5 to 7 steps total. Okay, let's see if we can condense it down here. Now we have intro, dream voyage, obstacle encounter, meeting the mentor, creative solution, victory in action, conclusion. That's looking great. Okay, that's looking really good. So now we have the outline, and we'll just have ChatGPT go ahead and write it. So, okay, that's great. Let's go ahead and write this one section at a time. So start with the introduction, and again, remember this has to be very, very concise, something just at a kindergartner's reading level. So be sure to follow that guideline. All right, see what it gets. Alex dreams big. They love to imagine all sorts of imagined adventures. Who's they? Join. Alex dreams big. They love to imagine. Join Alex on a magical journey where anything is possible. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, that's good, but I'm not sure why you used they. Turn they to he loves. Alex dreams big. He loves to imagine all sorts of amazing adventures. Join Alex on a magical journey where anything is possible. I love that. Very good. Perfect. Let's move on to the next section. Dream voyage. One day, Alex's imagination takes him on a magical voyage. He sails through the clouds, zooms past stars, and discovers new lands beyond his wildest dreams. Okay, great. Next. Obstacle encounter, but suddenly Alex encounters a towering castle surrounded by swirling mist. Inside, fearsome creatures block his path, each one representing a different warrior doubt. Next. Meet the mentor. Okay, this could probably write. Alright. Since they're so short, I think you can write all of them. Do all the next sections now. Okay, with Merlin's guidance, Alex discovers that imagination is his greatest weapon. He finds clever ways to outsmart the creatures, using his creativity to overcome every obstacle in his path. After a challenging journey, Alex is emerged victorious. He realizes that taking action, even when scared, is the key to success. With newfound confidence, Alex sets off to pursue his dreams in the real world. As Alex returns from his magical adventure, he carries with him the lessons learned. He knows, okay. So, the story's okay, but it's very, okay, so the story's okay, but it's very, literal and descriptive. I want you to make it more of a story. Just tell the story. Don't explain everything that's happening. Okay, you can tell I've obviously never written a book before. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it just seems very Alex did this, and then Alex did that, and then Alex did this. Okay, let's see what this one says. Once upon a time in a cozy... That's already starting better. Once upon a time in a cozy little town, there's a boy named Alex. Alex was full of dreams and imaginations. He loved nothing more than to close his mind and wander off. Okay. One sunny afternoon, as Alex sat in his backyard, he closed his eyes and wished for something extraordinary. Suddenly, he felt a gentle breeze lift him off the ground. Before he knew it, Alex was soaring through... Okay, blah, blah. As he flew higher, he spotted a mystical castle looming in the distance. Curious, he urged, but as they approached... Okay. Figure appeared, a wise old wizard named Merlin. He... Fear not, young adventurer, for every challenge is an opportunity to disguise. With Merlin's encouragement, Alex summoned all his courage and faced the challenges head on. Using his quick wit and clever thinking, he outsmarted the fearsome creatures guarding the castle. As the last obstacle fell, Alex felt a surge of triumph through him. He knew this was just the beginning of his journey. The newfound sense of purpose, he bid farewell to Merlin and set off to conquer the world, one adventure at a time. As Alex returned home, the sun began to set, casting a warm glow. He knew that the lessons learned. All right, that's good enough. We could keep, going through this and refining and reforming. You can just, keep going. But for now, that's good enough. Again, we're going to, the point of taking the first step is not to have something perfect. It should be pretty bad, actually. If it's, you probably waited too long if it's too perfect. So let's just go with this. And now let's figure out, I kind of want to throw some pictures in here, obviously, if it's a children's book. And in order to do that, we're going to need to use, ideally we'd use Midjourney, but that is, I don't have that subscription anymore. So we're going to try to do it just right here in ChatGPT, but we got to use the paid version. So if you don't have the paid version, I mean, get it. It's $20 a month. It is, in my opinion, like the most value that's ever been provided for the cheapest price, like ever in the history of humanity. And so we're going to have to open up a new chat here. What I'm going to do is copy this and we'll open up a new chat. So in the new chat, I'm going to switch it over to the paid version, which is ChatGPT 4. And here we go. I want you to create an image, a picture for every section of a children's book that I wrote. Here's the story. Actually, before I give them the story, I want to do something. Before I give you the story and we start to create these images, I want to keep every image, make sure every image is consistent as much as possible. So give me some examples of, really popular children's book illustrations that we can, so that I can tell you which one we'll use to keep a consistent look. So what are some, really popular children's books with really unique illustrations? Okay, I want to get this so that I can tell it, do it in this style every time. That way we keep every image consistent. Not sure if it's going to work. Where the Wild Things Are, that's a very unique one. The Very Hungry Caterpillar, that's a cool one. Here's some classics. Winnie the Pooh, the Gruffalo, I've never heard of that. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That's like Where the Wild Things Are. Wonder if it's the same author. It is not. Wonder if it's the same illustrator. Madeline, Dr. Seuss books, Guess How Much I Love You. Okay, these are kind of cool, but give me some more examples of some really, really artistic ones. I want something unique, which we're just going to be copying someone's style, so it's not going to be super unique, but I want something that, kind of looks really cool. Ooh, oh, I think I know this one. I think my mom showed me this one. Oh, it's giving me the movie. By Sean Tan. Oh, shoot. No, it's not the one I was thinking of, but that is interesting. Not my vibe, though. I really don't want to take too much time here, but we just want to find something that floats. Oh, this is not the one I was thinking. No, it is. I think this is. Yeah, this is totally the one I was thinking. My mom just showed me this book. It's super cool. There's no words in this book, but it tells a whole story, and it's really, really cool. You know what I should do? Is just do Calvin and Hobbes. That's what I wanted to do. Let's just do Calvin and Hobbes. Okay. I wonder who illustrated Calvin and Hobbes. So I'm going to go back to this one and just say, who illustrated Calvin and Hobbes? Was it Bill Watson? I think he's the author. Yep. Watterson, not Watson. All right. By Bill Watterson. Okay. So now we're going to tell it. Okay, great. We're going to do it in the style of Bill Watterson, his Calvin and Hobbes books. So I want these illustrations to look like Calvin and Hobbes books. Period. Here's the story. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh. My bad. I'm going to copy the story now. Oh, gosh. Okay, here's the story. I want you to create an image for each section. Let's just do one image at a time. So start with the first section. And I want you to do every image in the style of Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes books. Okay, let's see what it gets. I actually very much prefer Midjourney when it comes to image creation. ChatGPT's Dolly is just not as good, but let's see what it gets. Creating the image. Error creating image. So definitely, I mean, a lot of things that I'm using right now, obviously, you know, I have some experience with just in my other work, but again, really just going with ChatGPT, we can get most of this done. Look at that. It's got issues still, so it's really buggy. Try again. Create the image for the intro. Sometimes you just gotta tell it to try again, and it'll hopefully do it. Alright. Try again. I'm not sure why it's sucking up at this right now. Okay. So, it's not getting it. We can try it in a new chat. Here's my children's story. I want you to create images for each section. Let's do it one image at a time, and every image should be in the style of Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes. Period. Create the first image for the introduction. It might be trying to do too much at once. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to try another strategy. Yeah, error. Okay. Oh, due to a content policy. So maybe... Okay. Let's try a different approach. I want you to write out the image instructions for each section. So the prompt that I should give you to create the image for each section. Let's see if it can do that. Okay, so it's giving me these. Now let's try something. This might be interesting. Okay. So now we'll take this into a new chat, and then at the end, in the style of Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes. Okay, let's see if just maybe I was trying to like do too much, like analyze the section and then come up with a script and then, create the image. Maybe not. If this doesn't work, we'll try one of the custom GPTs. Okay. I also wonder if in the style of Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes is what's getting this to not work. Shoot, I didn't even look at the time. I guess I could just see how long I've been recording. 30 minutes. Okay, we're halfway through. Let me get 9:30 out of sight. Yeah, it was the Calvin and Hobbes that was doing it. So we need a way to make these consistent without referencing. I don't know why I keep talking. Okay, that's great. I need a way to keep these images consistent without referencing a specific artist or illustrator. So what could I put at the end of each image prompt to make sure the style, the art style, remains consistent? Specify statistic elements. Okay. Okay, so it just gave me a bunch of ideas. Not even gonna read through them. What I'm gonna do is go back to our story. Okay. Okay, I want you to create an image prompt for each section of my story. Be sure to create the image prompt so I can simply copy and paste it into another chat, and it will basically give the instructions for ChatGPT to create the image. And using your own instructions of creating a consistent style, I want you to add your own instructions to each prompt. So you come up with an artistic quality, emotional tone, etc., and include the same instructions at the end of each image prompt so that each one is generated with consistency. Here's the story. Okay, so now hopefully this will give me image prompts. Starting off with visualize a cozy little town. Okay, let's see if it's saying the same. Yeah, render this in a vibrant, whimsical style with soft edges, conveying a sense of joyous. Okay, so it is giving the same at the end. Good. Okay, and then we'll wait for this to finish. Okay, I actually want it to start each image prompt with, then I'm just going to put in quotes, create an image. So that the chat knows exactly what I'm trying to do, period. Also, give Alex a last name and a couple more characteristics, like his age, that will hopefully keep him consistent in each image. Alright, let's see what that gets. Okay, create an image of a cozy little town with charming houses, greenery, and a clear sky. In the foreground, a young boy named Alex Thompson, age 8, full of dreams and imagination, is seen sitting with his eyes closed, lost in thought. Alex has short, curly hair and wears casual clothes. Boom, boom, boom. Render this in a vibrant, whimsical style. Soft edges, detailed textures, conveying a sense of wonder and peaceful anticipation, inspired by the charm of storybook illustrations resembling a watercolor painting. Okay, so we'll see how well this does with consistency, because I know even in Midjourney, they can really struggle to make consistent characters, especially, but giving a first and last name tends to help. But then also, like, consistent, illustrations in each one. I'll be very surprised if we do get, like, consistency in these images, but we'll see. We'll see how it does. I'm gonna look really quick. I'm just gonna look really quick at there's these like GPTs now, custom GPTs. Just search like art generation made easy. That's powerful GPT. Okay, I don't think these will. Oh, pixel art. That might be interesting. Doing it in pixel art might keep things a little bit more consistent. But let's see. So let's just grab each one of these now. We're gonna go into a new chat. See how it does. Giving me an error again. My gosh. Cool. Very interesting. Little style there. Okay, so now here's really what's gonna matter the most is what does the second image look like. How you doing, Boo?
Good one. Feel like I can't do a lot.
Oh, really? Because I'm recording? Are you needing to cut and stuff? Is that why? Well, shoot. Yeah, you can just cut away. No one's gonna see this. Sorry, you've been waiting on me the whole time?
And I was like needing to sand.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's loud.
Alright, so the second image, it definitely does not match. The overall style, I think, is pretty close. Alex himself is obviously very different. But, it's not too bad. It's definitely, not perfect, not completely consistent. But it's better than nothing. That's the main thing here, right? It's better than nothing. Again, your first book, just like this, is my third video. Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to read it. Nobody's going to care. What does matter is that you write it, right? That you do it, and especially if you're like writing a book, maybe don't even, publish the first 10 books that you write or whatever it is, but doing it is so much better than just thinking about it for years. And the act of doing it will really help you. Look at that. All right, so it's in front of a castle now. Very cool. So we're just gonna keep going with each one of these. I'll probably just like speed up the video on this. But we're just gonna obviously keep going with each image, creating a new one. That looks the same as that one, but whatever. 4. This is our 5th image, right? Yep, 5th image. That one's way different, but it's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tastes like strawberries in a summer evening. And it feels nice and warm. That's also like way off. These were doing better in the beginning. They've progressively they progressively got more and more different. But that's okay for now. Great. Okay, so now we have all the images, we have the whole story, the book is essentially written and illustrated. Let's go back to our original chat, and let's go on to the next step. Okay, so the book is now written and illustrated, so let's move on to the next step. Okay. Great. Next step is to prepare your book for publication. Since you mentioned you want to use free tools, one option is to self-publish your book online. Cool. Here's what you can do. Format your book for publication. Okay, cover design, yeah, whatever. Publishing platform. Choose a free self-publishing platform to publish your book. Some popular options include Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. That sounds good. Smash where it's Amazon. Okay, so let's go to Amazon. Self-publishing, and let's see what this takes. Welcome to Kindle Direct Publishing. Self-published print and digital books and reach millions of readers around the world on Amazon. That sounds like our thing. Let's join. I wonder if I can sign in with my... Yeah. So if you don't have an Amazon account, you're probably not human. I don't know any humans that don't, so just use your Amazon account. If not, sign up for an Amazon account. Very simple. Alright, your account information is complete. To publish a book, you need to complete this. Update now. Need a one-time password. Shoot, where's my phone? Oh. What an idiot. Alright, let's go here. Find this OTP. Okay. Which country do you live in? Just gonna go with individual. Date of birth. My gosh, dude. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna block the camera a little bit while I do this. Just. Okay. Alright. Don't know why it doesn't already have all this for my Amazon account, but whatever. Oh my gosh. I have to put my freaking bank and everything. This is ridiculous. Can you tell me if you can see the computer, Boo?
Yes, you can.
You can like see what's going on? Alright, we're just gonna like turn this for a little bit. We're just gonna go like this. Aha. Okay, now I can't see the computer, right? I guess we'll see.
Sorry, sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay. Wants my bank and everything, so let's give it that. Account number. Routing number. Cool, all set up. Complete tax info. Save and continue. Tax info's on file. Confirm. All right. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So, let's get this back to where we were. So, here we go. Let's just create, manage, publish. Publish new title by clicking create. Okay, so this is all new to me, so we'll figure out what we want to do. Kindle ebook, publish digitally to Kindle, another includes comics and manga, don't even know what that is. Paperback, hardcover. Let's just do an ebook for now. Looks like we can do a lot of different options here, which is pretty cool. Oh shoot, book title. So let's give this book a title. Skip this book. Let's give this book a title. Alex's Imaginary Adventure. Overcoming fear and taking action. Oh, that would be the subtitle. Okay. If your book is part of a series, we're not going to do that. Edition number tells the readers whether the book is an original or updated version. What counts as a new edition? Edition number, it's optional. Whatever, we're going to leave option. Primary author and contributor, Yerami Rios. Alright. Contributors, add up to 9 contributors, which is optional. Description. Okay, so I'm actually going to copy and paste this into ChatGPT. Write a description. Alright. Description's almost as long as the book itself. Publishing rights. I own. This is a public domain work. No, it's not a public domain. By the way, you do own the copyright of anything that's made on ChatGPT. You own that. Yeah, this description's reminding me of the Brian Regan when he talks about the synopsis at the back and how it's longer than the book, and something about the clock. I don't remember the whole thing. Sexually explicit images or title in new. Reading age. Minimum, we said for a kindergartner, so I'm gonna go like 6 years old to like 10. And maybe we'll open up to like 12. Okay, Amazon.com. Categories. Let's choose some categories. Children's ebooks. Perfect. Subcategory action and adventure. Yeah, it's sort of. Yeah, he goes on adventures. Fantasy and magic. Oh, 1 out of 3. We have to. 1 of 3 category placements selected. So. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Choose 7 keywords. Okay. Again, we're just going to copy these instructions into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just the cheat code, you know? It's, each key... Oh, no, that's fine, actually, the way it is. Just kids. Overcoming fear. Children's empowerment. Creative exploration. Inspirational storybook. Action-packed journey. Okay, I'm ready to release my... After you submit for publication, it can take up to 24 hours. Save and continue. Save and continue. Oh, that had a 1 in it, whatever. Upload your manuscript. We recommend using a KPF file. What on earth is a KPF file? Kindle ebook cover. Oh, look at this. AI generated content. And we like information about the use. Wow. Yes, we did. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. So I'm going to do something. I'm just going to move this on over. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. So we're going to have both. Boom. Okay, now we got both. Okay, I am using Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, period. It's asking me to upload my manuscript. What is a manuscript? And it's saying it recommends using a KPF file. What is a KPF file? And how do I create one? Manuscript's complete written text of your book, including all the words, illustrations, and formatting. Okay, so it's the whole book. As for the KPF file format, it stands for Kindle Create Package File. It's a file format used specifically by Integrated to Streamline. Kindle Create is a free tool provided by Amazon. Very nice. Download and install Kindle Create. Okay, so it's giving me a right here. Download. What is this? Thought it was gonna be a software program or something. Kindle Create. Open Kindle Create and import your manuscript document. Yeah, why is it giving me? Let's try to do this. Copy that, paste it. Getting started with Kindle Create. There we go. Download. That's what we're looking for. Download button. So ChatGPT just gave me to the wrong link there. I'm hoping this is pretty intuitive and easy. We are coming up on our 1 hour mark, so we might be going over the hour. Okay. Installing all of this. All right, and where is it? All right, so let's see. Kindle Create. I'm writing my first book.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's freaking amazing too.
And then you should record you reading it to your kid.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We don't have a Kindle. We need a Kindle. Okay, this is giving me instructions that I might actually need. This is pretty...
Only Gaylords use Kindles.
Boo you can't say that. Oh my gosh, dude.
My bad.
Sure. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Create a new one. Create new. Hello. Create new, please. Okay. I think we got it. Where'd my title name go? Right here. Yeah, me a real publisher. I don't know who publisher is. Self-published. I don't know. Format your comic from a PDF. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And then I have to choose a file? No, I want to create it right in here. Okay, this is not working. Let's try opening and closing it. Create new. Why doesn't... Oh, this is it. Okay. Mostly used for novels. Mostly used for graphic novels. Print replica. One click. Okay, I don't understand. Self-published. Choose a file? Maybe I gotta put this thing in a doc file. Oh, what the? Okay. So, I don't know. Maybe we gotta put it in a document. I'm not sure why. Let's go back and find the story. Gosh darn. Okay, and then I don't know, I'm thinking maybe each one needs to be on a separate... I don't know, let's just see what happens when we do this. Name Alex's Adventure. Oh my gosh, OneDrive, oh my gosh. Microsoft, terrible. My gosh, I don't use Microsoft at all, and it's so bad. On my Mac. Can we just put it on the desktop for now? Okay. Let's see what happens when we choose that file. Okay.
Dude, check this thing out.
Dude, that's awesome. That's crazy.
Dude, that's insane, dude.
Okay, we're just putting each one of these on new. This is like Kindle Reader. I'm not sure this is what we really want. Because I want it like with pictures. Okay, let's try and go back. Let's see what it was saying about. Open Kindle, create, import your manuscript document. Use Kindle creates formatting tools. Should the manuscript document have the images on it as well? But yeah, I think it said it should. It'll preserve the images in the document. You know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe it's because we don't want it Kindle. Does Kindle even... I don't think it even has images, does it?
I don't think so. I think it's just book.
I think that's where we're going wrong here. Let's try to do a paperback book. I think that might be better. Where did we choose? Yeah, Kindle ebook. I think I'm imagining like a paperback book. So I think we actually want a paperback. Okay, let's go through this again. Title. Subtitle. Description. No. 6, 12. Books. What? Oh, I don't know. It's not Native American. Maybe it's not a fairy tale. Literature and fiction. Beginner readers. Fiction. There we go. Large print. Keywords. Keywords are optional. Let's skip over that. Okay. Let's see if it wants something different this time. Yeah, sign. Let's make this standard. Ooh, premium. Let's just do standard. 6x9, that sounds good. No bleed. Matte. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we have to make it. Okay, this will actually be easier though. PDF doc. Okay, so I can do this. I can do a PDF. So let's go. This is gonna be 6x9. So I guess we'd ask it. I already know the answer, but we could just ask it. ChatGPT, like, what's a good program, free program to use to format my book? It needs to be 6x9 inches. LibreOffice Writer. So you could just use that one, but I'm just gonna use Canva because I already have Canva. Canva's really good. I wonder if they have book templates. Does not have more pages. Let's go with children's book. How do these not have more pages? These are just like book covers. Don't want book covers. I want like font, I want everything to be already built out. They seriously not have templates? Come on. Read a mix of old. Let's try a short story. Oh my gosh. Chapter book. Dude, the fact that they don't have templates for this. Children's chapter book. Okay. Children's chapter book templates. Canva. These are all book cover templates, which is what I'm already looking at. Children's book cover templates. Okay, but I want the actual book that goes with it. Let's see if these. Let's see. Free and customizable book templates. Yeah, this is just the cover. Size is this. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little design work then. which is lame. Okay, so let's find the cover that we like. Ooh, I like this one. We'll just go with this one. Green Thread and Poppy, and then we're gonna change this to Alex's. Name of our book. Imaginary Adventure. Imaginary Adventure. Okay. Alex's Imaginary Adventure. And we're going to create a cover for the book. Wonder what image will give us for that. Very different art styles here. Oh, and we're going to resize this. Custom size. Inches 6 by 9. Okay. So now this is 6 by 9. Okay, let's see what image cover we got here. Oh, look at what? Dude. They got letters. This is incredible. I've never seen this done by an image generator. It actually got the letters done.
Get out of town.
Dude, I don't know when it started to be able to do that, but it was never able to do that before. That is incredible. Okay, so we don't even need this now. I was not expecting that. Just make sure it's 6 by 9. Absolutely incredible, dude. That is blowing my mind. Okay, and then we'll just put didn't get those, but that's okay. Yeah, that's not what we want. Yeah, we don't need my thing on there. Okay. Great image cover. Let's download this. Upload a single PDF that includes the back. Oh, wow. Create a cover using Cover Creator, or upload a single PDF that includes the back cover, spine, and front cover as one image. If uploading your own, use a cover calculator for exact file dimensions and review our. Use a Cover Creator to make your. Oh, I can just use this. Launch Cover Creator. Choose design, style and edit, preview. Cool. Oh, you can even choose. Okay. JPEG, PNG. Is that not a PNG? Let's download PNG. Oh, these are Helios. Oh gosh, that's bad. Okay. Let's do... How thick is that? This is bad. Let's go here. Cover calculator. Mining type, paperback. Standard color. White. Dry. Inches. Interior trim size? I don't know. 6x9, that's what it was. How many pages do we have? Oh, I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2, 14. I guess we're gonna have 24. Okay, my gosh. Now, do they have download templates? I wonder what this is gonna give me. I've been reading books of old. Alright, it's just a friggin' BNG. Goodness gracious. .054. Okay. So the spine width is like nothing, basically. So we just need to double it. So we're gonna resize this. The width is gonna double, so 12 plus this much, so it's gonna be 12.054. Oh yeah. Okay, now this comes right there. Now let's create a back cover. Still blown away that it actually was able to do the type on there. Nope, that's no good. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just extend this out. Yeah, just give me a square. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go. Okay. Change the background color to the photo color there. Beautiful, beautiful. I think I like that the best. And then we're gonna put our description. Where's our description? Okay. Some text in there. All right, so my phone died. So this is actually the next day, but let's just finish this out. We're almost done, and we're so close to having our book completely published. I do have my little baby boy here with us right now, so this might make it a little more difficult, but we're so close. So let's see if you can just bear with us here till the very, very end. All right. There we go. Oh, good. Turn that on. Yes. Okay, so we just need to finish up the manuscript. This is gonna be taking our story now, and we'll have to copy in the images along with the text. I think I might have already downloaded one of the images. No, I've not. Okay. So we'll start with the text. So let's just grab the story, just right here. And then here. Add a page for the image. Okay, so we are back. My phone died. It is the next day, but we're back to this same step of just uploading this cover and the manuscript. That is all in now, and hopefully this is going to be good to go, and we can get published here. Okay. Cover uploaded successfully. Please preview and approve your book. Okay, there's the cover. Looks great. There is the first page, second. Okay, so pages are kind of off, but that's okay. Good enough. Oh, I didn't hit approve. Dang it. Your expected cover size. Oh my gosh. Okay. Launch the previewer again. Okay, so it's off by just a little bit, it looks like. Goodness gracious. Okay. So let's see if we can resize this cover real quick. We want 12.412 by 9.0 25. Continue. So, this is kind of frustrating, but this is always like the first time you're going to come into these problems. It's going to be a little frustrating. It's going to be a little annoying. But once you do it once, then you have it for the next times. So in that way, sometimes the first step is the hardest because you're figuring everything out. This is supposed to be a PDF, I believe. But just know that, going forward, it's going to be much easier after that. So all these little things you'll have ironed out. Okay, let's try this cover and see if that works. And maybe we should fix the pages. For some reason it wanted 72 pages, so just a bunch of blank ones. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. So we're going to duplicate that. We're going to leave the first page as just blank. And that way... Oh, where's my image, dude? This should now turn out. PDF print. Download. Okay, let's see if this one turns out. Upload that. Okay. Launch it. Come on now. The image is outside the margins. The object is outside the margins. Okay, who cares? Can we just do it anyway? Oh, it's these pictures, but I want those outside the margins. Okay, it's not liking these images being the full page. So we gotta fix this. And for some reason, these images are just not even showing up right now. But they do show up when we printed it. So let's fix these images. Did that show up the way I wanted it? So it's that. Yeah, these all showed up the way I wanted. Cool. There's a little box. Come on. Give me the box. There it is. That is fine. These will all just be square images instead of full page, which is not a problem. Yeah, it's the image still. Come on, baby. Okay, this is annoying. There we go. Gotcha, mate. What is this? It's just a page. Okay. Let's go one more time. Upload this manuscript. I think it's gonna work this time. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Just great. Okay. Cost, your printing cost is $3. Cool. So then I'm sure it's going to allow me to just mark it up however much I want. We'll sell it for like $100 a pop. Which territory option should I pick? Like, let's just go with the US. I don't want to go worldwide. I ain't Mr. Worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and then that'll make this easier too. Minimum $4.95, so we can go $9.99. Cool. Publish. Okay, we're going live. We're about to publish our first book ever. This is going to be awesome. Boom! This sucker is live now. Look at that. I could even publish it as a Kindle ebook. That is awesome. And we got it. So that took a little bit longer than an hour, but still less than 2 hours. We were able to go from having zero knowledge of how to write and publish a book to writing and publishing a book in under 2 hours. So again, if you've been thinking about this forever, just do it. Just get something out there. It doesn't have to be great. It just get something going, and then that'll give you momentum and inspiration for the next one and the next one and the next one. And if you can just keep going, then eventually you'll have some really, really good content. So that's the hardest step, writing and publishing your first book. Peace out.